Careful, this is hot. Super duper hot.
Thank you.
So welcome. All right.
All right.
Wait, is that mine? Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's mine.
I like my coffee a particular way, so yeah. That's too light.
There.
That's too light.
Welcome to our first coffees and questions.
Questions and coffee.
To our first questions and coffee?
Yeah.
Coffees and questions?
That's what we're going to call this segment.
Questions and coffee.
Maybe we'll change it up. We'll call it, maybe we'll do some cardio and coffee one day.
Or cardio and questions.
Question. All right, we'll get it right.
Welcome to our first questions and coffee.
Yes. So
all right.
A couple weeks ago, we posted in our YouTube community post and on Instagram asking you guys to ask us any questions that you have, because on our YouTube channel, we try our best to hit every single comment that you guys post, whether it's feedback, questions, wherever it is, we try to reach back out to you. So we're gonna give you an opportunity to chat with us, ask questions, and we're gonna give you some answers.
Yes. So we had a lot of questions that we saw over and over again. So clearly a lot of you may also have that same question. So we'll answer these here.
Got you.
But we're going to do more of these segments in the future. So you can always ask your question again if we don't get to it.
Hey, all right. So we're going to start with the most commonly asked question of all of them. How did you two meet?
This was definitely the most asked question, and fair.
Yeah,
that's a fair question.
It is. So you want to start it off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let them know.
Short answer, we worked and met each other at the same gym and became friends over time. That's how we met.
Yep.
The long answer to that is we were supposed to meet one way or another. There were a million different ways
There's no such thing as a coincidence here. This is destiny.
There were so many ways that we were supposed to run into each other and didn't.
All right. Instance number one.
Yes.
We were both graduated from college the same year. Probably moved to LA within the same week of each other.
It was the same week.
Yeah, it was the same week.
Not the same day. Mine was June 1st.
Mine was June 10th. So yeah, it's
about the same week.
Yeah, so we didn't know each other, obviously. We both moved to LA on a whim, just wanting something new, something fresh. All right. Second, we both lived maybe 3 minutes away from each other.
It was 2 minutes away.
Didn't know it.
Via GPS.
Never knew each other.
Yep.
We only know this in hindsight, but didn't know each other. I worked at a gym when I first moved to LA. I hated it. I worked there for 3 or 4 weeks. I quit. And guess who they hired after I quit?
I walked in and said, hey, I'm new to LA. I just need a job really quick. Let me work at this gym. And they said, we just had a trainer quit. When can you start? And I was like, oh, today. Let's do this.
Yep.
Hated it. And then I quit.
Yep.
And then we both applied at a different gym.
Yeah, when she got sick of the gym I got sick of.
Yep. I went and applied at a different gym, and he did as well. And then we went through an interview process to where, starting off, there were like 20 people.
It was like
and
4
then,
interviews.
Yeah. So we went through 4 different interviews, and Julius and I were hired. So then we start training together, and the training process, you're doing a lot of things together.
Yeah. If you work at a gym, if you're a trainer, you know that when you first start working you're building a business. So you have to stay there from probably 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. just to be seen, just to build build some rapport, I guess. So.
Yep. And then about 4 months later, I said, hey, I'm going to have a birthday gathering at my place. And he was like, oh, my birthday's coming up too. When's your birthday? Found out our birthdays were 2 days apart.
2 days apart.
So I invite him to come to the birthday place the birthday celebration at my house, and puts it in his GPS and says, wow, I'll be there in literally 2 minutes. Yeah. So that's how we figured out we lived 2 minutes down the street from each other. So we moved from Missouri and Texas to LA and literally moved 2 minutes down the street from each other. And
yeah, it was basically destiny.
It's too many. It sounds. Yeah. I don't know. There's so many more. Like we were supposed to meet in some way.
At some point.
At some point.
So she was born on December 24th, Christmas Eve, and I was born on December 22nd of the same year.
Yeah.
So that's when we were like, okay, we're at least at the least destined to be friends. All right. So in a nutshell, it was so many other things that we were connected with, but that's pretty much the.
Yeah. So that's how we met at the gym.
That's it. Of course. Cliche.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next question.
All right, next question. This is a big one, probably one of the biggest. To lose weight, should you focus more on strength training, and how many calories should you eat? So we have a nutrition major in the building. Not that I don't know, but I'm going to let her attack this.
Yeah, I mean, the short answer to this with how many calories should I eat is there is no magic number. This whole eat 1,200 calories to lose weight, eat 1,600 calories to lose weight. No. There's no magic number that's one size fits all. Yeah. Everyone's body will need a different amount of calories, and that's dependent on your body composition,
Your goals.
Goals, exactly.
Yeah.
And then there are ways that you can figure that out, two of which being your BMR and your TDEE.
Yes.
So that's the answer to that. We will do a calorie video in some way in the future
huge.
because we get a lot of questions on that.
Yeah.
And then going to the strength training, you probably meant to ask, should I do strength training or cardio? That's what we saw a lot of questions there.
Yeah.
And the short answer to that is strength training.
All day, 100%.
And that's because that will increase your metabolism and increase the rate at which you're burning fat at rest, not just during the exercise.
Exactly. Yes.
That's the answer. Strength training and calories, it depends.
Yes. So we're going to do a whole video on calories. Don't worry about that. But that's the short answer to that.
Yep.
Cool.
Next.
Oh, and also, a lot of you asked, why don't you put calories? How many calories do I burn during your workouts? And the reason we don't is because we don't want to mislead you, right?
100%.
Right? We don't want to say, oh, you're going to burn 400 calories during this workout, and you might have a fitness watch and only burn 200. Now, in your head, or if you don't have a fitness watch, you're thinking you burn 400 calories. You're adding that to your calorie expenditure for the day, and now you're counting calories, but they're off. And then you probably can't understand why you're not losing weight or why you're not gaining muscle. So it's just not to mislead you. Short answer, we just recommend you get something that accurately tracks your calories based on your goals, your body composition, all that good stuff.
And that's it.
So that's in the short.
We're trying to help you.
Yeah, we're trying to help you. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want to mislead you. We want to give you honest information.
And we use Apple Watches, but there are many different fitness trackers. And let us know if you want to do a video on different, if you want us to do a video on different fitness trackers, that'd be something we could do as well.
Cool. All right, next question. Can you guys show meal prep ideas? That would be great. For me, breakfast would be the most helpful because I usually work out in the AM, but of course, all meals are welcome. So yes, we are going to come with a lot more nutrition. We put a lot of emphasis into the workouts just because that was a need for a lot of people, especially during the pandemic. Gyms are closed. People wanted, a consistent way to do their workouts, more convenient, in a variety of ways. So we wanted to put more emphasis on workouts, especially throughout this whole year. But we are coming with a lot more nutrition, a lot more recipes, vlogs, all that good stuff.
Videos.
But we cook maybe 6 times a week, so we have some recipes and things that we want to share with you guys. So yes, that is coming. That is coming. Good question. Not a question, but a request. I'd really love to see more vlogs from you guys, even if it's once a week. Oh wow, once a week. Wow, you want to know? A mashup of the week. I don't care. I enjoyed the few you have on your channel. Just wish for more. Maybe.
So with that, I think a big reason we haven't done a lot of vlogs, one is because we are very busy during the week. And usually in a vlog style, it's, a lot of filming throughout the day, throughout a week, whatever you're vlogging. And we're busy. Our days, sometimes we live together. We don't really see each other some days because
I'm in there, she's in here.
Yeah. So vlogs have been hard for us because it's a lot of time. But like he said, that's also because we've been dedicating a lot of time to workouts. So vlogs are something that we love doing. So we want to incorporate more. I can't promise that it'll be once a week, but we'll definitely have more vlogs coming because there's a lot more now that we want to share with you guys.
Oh yeah, and honestly, we're naturally like introverts. Yeah. We had to learn.
We're extroverted introverts.
Yeah, we'd rather sit on the couch and watch a movie than go out and show our lives and be on social media all day. But yes, we're coming out of our shell. We're gonna do some more vlogs, more different types of content that we think you guys would enjoy.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's coming.
Yeah. All right. So next question. Oh, I love this question. What do you do to keep yourselves motivated to staying consistent? I feel like a habitual restarter. Oh my God, I feel you.
I love that word. Those words.
Yeah. Good for 2 weeks, then have some amazing Korean barbecue that puts me out for a week. Oh my goodness, I love Korean barbecue. That's good. So at least as far as us together, we both have our different motivations, obviously, but I think the biggest one for us is having something to train for, right? So whether it's a wedding, whether it's a birthday, a vacation, and if you don't even have anything, maybe do a date night or a friend's night where you're going out and you want to look good and feel good, right? Have something that in the future, whether it's 3 months or set a goal 6 months from now that you want to train for, and that's going to give you motivation to just push through. Some days you're not going to want to work out, you're not going to want to eat healthy, but if you have something that you're preparing for, it's going to stay on your mind.
Yep. And even if it's not something you're preparing for me, if I go down on weight, so let's say my squat, for example, if I start to notice I can't squat as heavy anymore, for me,
Pride.
that's something that hurts my pride where I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I just could squat this. I can't squat it anymore.
Yeah.
I need to get my weight up. So that helps me
Get my
to
weight
stay
up.
consistent with my strength training.
Yeah.
And going back to the eating Korean barbecue and it puts you out for a week, if I know I'm having a big meal like that or something that I'm like, okay, this is going to be really heavy tonight, for me, I try to get in a good workout that day
Yeah.
because then I'm feeling a little better going into the meal to where one, it keeps me from overeating as
Yeah.
much. And two, you mentally might enjoy it a little more because you know, like, all right, I just broke down a ton of muscle. This is going to refuel. And maybe the next day you also don't feel as
Yeah.
bad.
Yes. That's a big one.
So yeah, I think that's something, having little goals or something to work for.
Oh yeah, and we both played sports growing up, so we always had, a championship or some sort of end goal that we wanted to train for. So having something specific that keeps you motivated, keeps you pushing towards something, I think that'll help you out.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Good
next
question. All right, so next question. What time of day do you feel best for working out? I get lazy in my morning and I feel like I might have to wake up at 5 a.m. to get my sweat on. Is it a bad idea to work out at night before bedtime? Great question. We made a whole entire video on this, all right? And the biggest answer is it depends. Me personally, I like to work out first thing in the morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. My whole mantra is take care of yourself first, all right? So I want to get my workout out the way, my stretches out the way to where, especially we train people every single day, so I want to make sure I get my workout done, and then I can take care of everybody else.
And for me, my schedule is more, I start training every day at 6 a.m. So for me, I'm usually working out mid-afternoon, but if I don't have those early morning clients, I'm getting my workout done. So like you said, we did a whole video on the pros and cons, but personally, I would say work out as early as you can so it's done. There's no excuses, nothing gets in the way. But again, we listed all the pros and cons in this video, so go check that out for yourself.
Cool. All right, next question, another great question. Are you constantly trying to top your best times, reps, weights, or do you have phases where you focus on different areas, flexibility, alignment, or just overall off season? Advice in setting realistic goals. Great question.
Yes. So first of all, I definitely think that I'm always trying to top my best reps, times, or weights because by nature, I am a very, very competitive person.
We are.
And he is a very, very competitive person. So there's times where I even try to do what he does, where I'm like, oh, you did that? I can do that too.
Yeah.
So definitely, this kind of goes back to that question of staying consistent. That's something that helps me stay consistent, trying to increase my weight in a certain exercise or doing more reps than I did at a certain weight. It's just something, again, to work for, and it's something that helps me stay motivated in my program.
And I don't know if you guys know this, a lot of you do know this, but we have AMRAP workouts on our channel for a reason, right? They give you an opportunity to push yourself every time you do this. So we do, our favorite workout of all time is the 30-minute dumbbell workout, AMRAP workout. We have it on the channel. We'll link it, put it on the screen here. But we do this probably once a week, and we try to up our sets every single week, right?
Or increase weight.
Increase the weight.
Like we change it up to where we're getting stronger or we're getting more endurance. Like that's the other thing about AMRAPs is you can make them fit for your goals.
Yeah.
You know?
So it gives you something to strive for every week. And then also, you're progressing, right? If you did 18 sets last week, you can go to the next week, you did 19 sets. It just gives you a way to measure how strong you're getting, how much endurance you're gaining over time. So yes, we do try to, number one, compete with yourself. Don't try to compete with anybody else.
Unless you're competing with Julius.
Yeah, and then you can compete with me, but compete with yourself. Give yourself ways to challenge yourself and get uncomfortable. That's the biggest way to change. That's the biggest way to get better, get over those plateaus. Is to make yourself uncomfortable in certain ways throughout the week, to where you continue to grow and get better.
Yep, and advice on realistic goal setting. The biggest advice I can give for that is start small. So be realistic, like give yourself a 2-week goal, then maybe a 4-week goal and a 6-week goal. Don't give yourself some big crazy goal that's going to take you 6 months to reach, and then you're disappointed if you're not there in 2 weeks.
Or if you're starting or you're getting into working out, don't try to just start with 5-6 days a week, right? Just start with 2 to 3 days a week. See if you can be consistent with that, and then 3 days, and then 4, and then you'll build it over time to the point where you have a consistent routine. It's realistic, and it's something that you can follow every single week.
So advice on realistic goals, be realistic.
Be realistic.
That's the biggest advice.
All right, so next question. Which type of cardio do you think is most effective? Would recommend? running or HIIT cardio? HIIT cardio.
HIIT cardio.
All right, next question.
Pause. And I just want to say that I love running, but HIIT cardio.
HIIT cardio. All right, next. All right, next question. What makes both of you motivated to start the YouTube career / working out? Also, are you guys on a strict diet to fit? Or I'm sure you mean to be fit, to get fit. Short answer, we started this YouTube channel to just help people. We naturally want to help people by nature. This is our job. We train people on a daily basis. So we wanted to give people a resource to help them get fit.
A free resource.
A free resource, right? You know, there's a lot of information, a lot of mixed information that you'll find all over the internet. There's information you have to pay a lot of money to get, but we want it to be a free resource to help people get that information, to have the resources and have ways that they can, you know, take their fitness to the next level. So that's short answer for that.
Yeah, and then are we on a strict diet to get fit? I wouldn't say a strict diet. There are times that we give up certain things because we're looking to achieve a certain goal. Like, for example, we may say, all right, we're not going to eat out for the next couple of weeks. We're just going to cook and try to clean it up a little bit because we're going on vacation. Or there are times where we may cook all week and then go out and have dinner on the weekends. You know, we never are really on anything too strict.
It's all balanced, right?
And balance more so because we feel better. Like we said, we're really busy throughout the week. We work out 5 to 6 days a week. So nutrition is huge for us in terms of recovery and how we feel. So we do eat clean majority of the time, but that's because that's what works best for our bodies and not because we're being strict or hard on ourselves.
And to make things clear, it's not a sacrifice either. Like we eat healthy, but it tastes good. Like eating healthy can taste good too. That's what we want to like really preach to people.
We enjoy all of our food.
Yeah, it's not something that we don't have to sacrifice anything or eat bad tasting food to like feel
We're not
good.
being strict or hard on ourselves. We're giving our body the fuel that it needs.
Nutrients.
Cool.
Next question. So how old are you two? Just curiosity, not making a joke. We know, dude. You're not making a joke. We're both, again, we're born 2 days apart. We're both 28 years old. I know she looks like she could be 21, but yeah.
I got 16 the other day.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right. Next question. How you get your arm so big, bro?
Man, I got these big old arms from lifting weights, man. I lift heavy.
I think he was
heavy weights.
He might have been talking to me, but yeah, put that away. Put that away.
Well, he lifts heavy weights too to get these arms.
Those guns are illegal in some states. Put those away. Yeah, I lift, heavy. So if you want big arms, words to C.T. Fletcher. I don't know if you know who C.T. Fletcher is. Look him up. If you want big arms, you lift arms. All right. Next question. What do your cheat days look like?
So this kind of goes back to what I was saying. Is I wouldn't really say that we have a cheat day. We kind of go off how we feel. So if there's a day where we neither of us really want to cook and we want to go out and eat, we'll go out and eat and kind of eat what we're craving that day, kind of what we're feeling.
Honestly, it's kind of a performance thing.
Yeah.
So like if I had a bad week of working out, if I feel like I didn't perform at my best, it could be due to laziness. It could be due to I was busy.
Sleep.
Typically on the weekends, especially, we won't have any cheats or anything that's kind of out of the ordinary what we would eat throughout the week. But if we had a strong week of workouts, which is pretty like most of the time, we'll have something that we enjoy, and it doesn't take away from our progress per se. So.
And that's also, on the weekends, if we go out and eat really bad, like Sundays, for example, we try not to eat too cheat or heavy because then Mondays we're starting off sluggish. We wake up super early, so we try to eat good majority of the time, again, based on performance and how we feel.
Yeah.
But if we're craving something, we'll eat it.
That's that.
That's that.
Let's just call this the last question of the day. Were y'all athletes? Are y'all, first of all, y'all from the South? Because I'm seeing a lot of y'all in here. I love it. Were y'all athletes growing up? If so, what sport? Go ahead.
I was athletic growing up. I ran cross country, ran track, played basketball, and again, that I was always in a sport more so because that's what I enjoyed. I would say track was probably 100% my favorite out of all of those, but running in general, I loved running growing up.
I hated track. I was a mostly football and basketball player growing up. I played in college. I wasn't tall enough to play basketball as far as I wanted to go. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Don't pat me on the back. That makes it worse. Point guards are like 6'3" now, dude. I'm like, I knew very early that basketball wasn't my thing, but I put kind of all my eggs in one basket with football, so that's what I played mostly. I ran track just because we had to as football players. And, you know, I'm pretty much good at any sport. I could play soccer. You know, I could play baseball. I'm actually really good at tennis once I get good at it. I can go on and on.
Fun fact, I can't swim. So the next sport that I'm learning is swimming. So if you have any good swimming instructors in LA, send them my way.
I mean, that's a life skill. You gotta learn how to swim.
Yeah, but I'm gonna learn it as a sport. So if you know any good swimming instructors in LA, send them my way.
Tag them. All right, so that was the questions and coffee.
Questions and coffee.
Just give you guys an opportunity to ask us questions. I'm sure there are hundreds of more questions that you guys want to ask, but we just wanted to answer some of the most common ones that you guys had. Also, we put updates in our YouTube community post. So go over to our channel, go to the community tab, and that's where we post a lot of our updates, a lot of our questions that we ask you guys, how we engage with you, all that good stuff. So go check that out.
Yep, and you can also check out updates on our Instagram pages at Toya Sherelle,
at Houston, Texas,
and also at One Body LA. If you don't follow One Body LA, we put a ton of updates on there as well.
Oh yeah, that's our personal training business page. We post content on there, all that good stuff. So go check that out. Thank you guys for joining us.
This was so much fun. We'll definitely do another questions and coffee or cardio and questions, whatever. We'll answer more questions soon. So, all right, guys, we're going to enjoy the rest of this coffee, and we'll see you guys at the next one.
Also, let us know what your favorite coffee is. We're coffee connoisseurs. So
I'm also on the look for an organic bean that I can grind myself with no
Organic
toxins.
Organic only. We don't like all that toxic stuff, you know. Also, how do you like your coffee? Are you more of a, like, I'm a black and sugar, you know what I mean? Her coffee looks like chocolate milk. I don't agree with that. At that point, it's not even coffee. Is that coffee?
First of all, it is coffee #1. I still taste the coffee. I just like to add a lot of
milk. It's milk water.
No,
it's milk.
I don't add milk.
It's coffee flavored milk.
I add creamer, not milk.
What's the difference?
Creamer is flavored.
Okay, almond milk coffee.
I did a poll on my Instagram, and 83% of you said you agree with me. So looks like you are the weird one drinking.
Just
black
because you're the part
sugar.
of the majority doesn't make it right.
If I need to pull up the poll, I will. However,
look, if you're oversaturating your coffee with sugar and cream and all that stuff,
I don't put sugar in it.
It's not.
The creamer has sugar, and I put creamer in it.
Exactly, and the creamer makes it just sugar water. One pack
still
of sugar.
Coffee. It's not that dark.
And if you actually,
it's not that light.
Oh, okay.
It's not that light.
Yeah, look. Now you usually drink coffee that's way lighter than that.
Even then, it's still coffee. So we enjoy you guys coming to have coffee with us today. We'll see you at the next time we drink coffee and answer questions.
I've had it.